Good morning, and welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. O'Don here, your traffic jockey, in the traffic center for the just about the next hour or so. We're going to go to 9 o'clock, and then I got to head off to job number 2. So welcome. We are live on YouTube and Facebook here this morning. It is 8:07 here on this early Thursday morning. And traffic is fairly busy here as people are trying to get things done before the big holiday weekend. A lot of schools are shut down on Friday. Some are even closed on Tuesday because of the snow days, at least here in New Jersey. Not quite sure about Long Island or Connecticut, but I would imagine it's probably very similar. Again, we didn't get barely any snow at all. So most school systems have the 3 snow days, maybe like northern New Jersey, northern Bergen, Passaic County, Sussex County. I think they may have used at least 1 snow day, if not 2. So they may be down to just 1 or 2 left. But anyway, so we are here on this Thursday morning. We welcome you, and microphone is working. Everything looks pretty good. So let's set up our show. We'll put our maps in here this morning. I'll open up the comments in just a moment. All right, so let's do our banners here, and we'll come down here, and we'll come back up on here. All right. Let's see here now. Mark says, good morning. Good morning, Mark. Nice to see you. Anna says, buenos dias. Good morning to you. And Connor says, good morning. Heavy traffic in New Brunswick near Rutgers. Connor already scoping Rutgers out for the next step. Good stuff. All right, so we will go first. Let's do a little check of the weather here because we've got the latest readings now at 7:51. Little chilly out there. Almost has like a little bit of a fall feel to the air. Almost like, mid to late October. So Newark coming in at 55, out on the island in the low 50s. Teterboro at 52, Trenton Mercer County at 53. Let's go to our favorite Monticello. Let's see what that is at 46. So that is definitely sweater weather, coat weather. Montgomery, Orange County at 49. Newburgh at 50. Let's check out South Jersey now. We go to Philadelphia at 55. Willow Grove. Oh, there's nothing there. Allentown, Lehigh at 51. Somerville at 54. Let's head to South Jersey to see if anything is cooking there. So we're starting to warm up a little bit. Ocean City, Maryland, Wilmington, Delaware, 56, 62 in Ocean City. Atlantic City at 55, Wildwood, Cape May County Airport at 57. So we're slowly warming up, and today's going to be into the low 70s or so, which is perfect. Connecticut across the board, lower 50s, so that's a nice little deal there. We'll go to Montauk, which will probably be in the low 50s as well. Yeah, 52, 53. All right. We'll come back, give you this 7-8 in a moment. We had Route 30 shut down there, but I guess it just opened up. 71 in Eatontown. I think that's out by Monmouth Racetrack, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, it's clear as Monmouth Park right here. I don't think there's any cameras here. Oh, well, maybe. Let's see. It's 36 at 71, so that's 36. I don't think that they're not going to move that camera anytime soon. 73, the drawbridge is up. So actually, let's see here. I think there's some stop traffic here. So that should be easing out shortly. So those are our incident pages here in New Jersey. 208, a little busy out through Fair Lawn. Typical stuff. Same thing on 80 both ways into Patterson. 80 east of exit 34, 35 with some sun glare. 202 really heavy through Morris Plains into Morristown. So is eastbound 24. Westbound is heavy getting to the mall at Short Hills. We lose the lane. The Parkway is a mess here both ways in Bloomfield, East Orange, and then north again, north of Irvington on it up to 145. Turnpike, though, is in good shape here from 11, 12, 13, 13A, 14. .287 dialed out here both ways into exit 4. And then 18, a little heavy in Piscataway. Same thing along 287 north of exits 10 out to 12. And some sun glare east of 24 into 26. PPAC Gladstone south along 206 is a little bit heavy here. Same thing in Flanders south of Route 80. 80 so far so good, getting out to the Delaware Water Gap. And we will go to 78 as you travel westbound out towards Easton and Phillipsburg. People trying to get out of the area. Parkway still fairly busy through the construction at 140 and further up. Turnpike, eastern western spurs aren't bad. Eastbound 3 into 17, a little bit heavy. So is 17 in Rochelle Park. Let's go down the shore. Should be a nice weekend down the shore. It's going to be a little bit, cooler. Anna says that area in Eatontown bottlenecks for traffic even on a good day. Yes, that's right. It's a tough spot right through there. 195, Route 9, the Parkway, we're clean and green. Trenton 29 and the Trenton Tunnel is a little bit busy. So is Route 1 through Plainsboro, West Windsor. As we continue down through 295 and the Turnpike is good, but here's 42 and 55. That whole bottleneck there into 295. Up to the Ben Franklin Walt Whitman bridges, on over to Little Egg Harbor Township, Stafford, Harvey Cedars, Barnegat Light, Beach Haven, Pleasantville, Atlantic City, Somers Point, Seattle City, Stone Harbor, Wildwood, Cape May, Lower Township, Maurice River. Looks good. Actually, some Lakewood traffic here, 90, about 89 up to 91. Haven't really seen that kind of populate terribly as of late. Let's go to the Hudson River crossings now. An hour for the upper, 45 for the lower, 40 at the Lincoln, and a half an hour at the Holland. So that's in full effect. I would imagine on the backside of this afternoon, and we'll probably see some decent traffic as well. Tomorrow is going to be empty. Morrison, Essex, 9:13 Dover, 15 minutes late. 7:36 departure Jersey Avenue is canceled. Mechanical issues. Hoboken World Trade delayed. Mechanical problems on a train at World Trade. Okay. All right, so let's go to the city incident pages here now. Let's see what we've got. I still say my counter is wrong here. Like I have a little meter here that tells me where people are watching, and I think it's just off. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard these days, why it's so far off. Let's see here. Connor says, I know tomorrow afternoon is going to be heavy since a lot of people would like to leave early from work and start traveling. Yep, that's true. Let's see. Cross Bronx West. I think this is near Jerome Avenue. It's got a crash being cleared right in here. Right in here, actually. So we'll go to the cameras. Well, I think that's gone now on the westbound side because I do not see anything other than the heavy traffic here at the Sheridan, which is that way. No, this is this way, westbound. That's east. So whatever it is gone. So we'll just stay in the Bronx here. Deegan, a little heavy through Van Cortlandt Park, Bronx River Parkway. We're heavy into the Cross Bronx, north on the extension up to the Hutch. Just the normal drill here. Southbound Bruckner at the Bronx River Parkway. Deegan through the long-term construction is heavy. South on the west side is heavy off the George. Harlem River Drive just banged up here from the 130s. On down the line into the 70s. And then further down into the 30s, both ways, is fairly busy. Same thing heading north here at the Williamsburg Bridge, RFK Triborough into Manhattan, and the Bronx is busy right off the northbound BQE. Midtown Tunnel about 20. At Koch is running about 5 to 10, not even that. West on the Grand Central, we're heavy here. Looks like we got a crash on the ramp off the LIE there, closer just west of Queens Boulevard. Crash on the Grand Central. So let's multiple reports there. So let's see what we can find. So there's a bunch of cameras here. Wow, that is a complete standstill. Wow. Wonder what that's about. It's looking on the same direction. There's definitely something happening, I think, around the corner here. Out of the interchange. Well, I think we're going to have to bring in the city DOT cameras. Don't ask me why they're not one and the same, but they are not. This is eastbound here, but I don't see any issues. All right. Well, I don't see anything there. So, but it is heavy back to something right out of the interchange here going east. That's what I would have to make a bet. It's either just cleared or still off. There's really no shoulder there. So, but anyway, Cross Island is just tuned up here from the Whitestone all the way down to the area of Northern Boulevard. Then the LIE through the construction is heavy. And then north on the Cross Island is busy from the southern on up to Hillside Avenue. And then both ways the belt Both ways the Van Wyck is heavy here at Atlantic Avenue. West on the Belt, heavy in the Flatbush Avenue. East off the Verrazano is heavy. Verrazano pushing a lot of volume into Brooklyn through Industry City, just the normal volume there. And then both ways of the expressway here on Staten Island is going to be heavy out through the construction yet again. Can't figure out how long it's going to take them to finally finish that expressway, but north on the West Shore is busy up to Arden Avenue. So with that said, let's go to Long Island. Let's see what we got. Vehicle fire, eastbound area of exit 56. Okay, 2 lanes are shut. Right shoulder is blocked. Southern State, west of 20, shoulder is out. Eastbound at 56, Wheeler Road. Let's see what that's about. Multiple cameras. Car fire ahead, right lane closed, merge left. Whatever the vehicle fire was is out. Let's see. Yeah. So that's out through this stretch here. West is normally heavy from 60 all the way out to 51, and then heavy here at 44. Then into 39 is busy. Southern State, lots of volume here and either direction out through the Meadowbrook into the Wonton, then into 110. Western Sunrise Highway, the Oakdale Bohemian Merge is heavy, and continuing east. Continuing east through Hampton Bays, Shinnecock Hills, Tuckahoe Watermill. East on 24 is heavy in Flanders, Mattituck, Southold, Greenport, Orient, East Hampton, all the way out to Montauk. We're fine. Again, I got a feeling this, tomorrow afternoon is going to get fairly heavy out there. So let's go to Connecticut now. It's 8:25. We're going to 9 o'clock here this morning. Thanks a lot for tuning us in on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Just delays across the board, so no outliers there. 95 heavy, 27 down to 25. And then we'll go 21 or so, about 21, 20 down through 12, and then from about 10 over to 6. Merritt Parkway's heavy 41 over to 36, and then we're heavy 44 down to 42. Let's go to Lower Westchester. Down Tree, Taconic, south of, that's in Columbia. That's out of our viewing area. Taconic Parkway North, shoulders out. Down Tree 121. 684 hard scrabble. Kind of thinking it's a little bit windy out there, and we did get some rain in central Jersey yesterday afternoon, but didn't think it was all that bad. North on the Hudson, the Weaver Street, New England Thruway is the better ride. Let's go east along 287 from the Thruway all the way out through exit 5 is busy. And then again, getting into 684. Como Tappan Zee Bridge is a bit heavy as you make your way Westchester bound. South on the Thruway there. Rockland is fine. 17. The Parkway is Palisades. It is good. 202 is fine. So is the Thruway through Harriman, Goshen, Carpenter's Point, Greenville, Port Jervis. That is clear. All the way over to Newburgh Beacon Bridge, 84, Ludingtonville, Lake Carmel, Brewster Hill, Peach Lake. 684 south into Route 22 is fine. Western section of Connecticut, Danbury, Bethel, Newtown, some heavy delays on 84 west there, and then west really jacked up here out of Waterbury through Middlebury, Southbury. Wow, lots of volume there going west. Let's see here now what we want to do. Let's do this. We'll go to the MTA. Let's see what's happening here. 4, 5, A, and G trains. North 4 and 5 delays after NYPD responded to 14th Street. A, northbound A are running with delays after NYPD responded to someone who's being disrupted on a train. And the G, Court Square bound G trains are running with delays after you moved the train that had its brakes activated at Bergen Street. Okay. Some delays in the Far Rockaway from Grand Central due to Far Rockaway at 826, 1015 because of signal troubles near Gibson Station. Okay, so that's that. So we pretty much did the sweep here in the last 20 minutes or so. And again, most of this is just normal, pretty much normal activity. Just hit the refresh here. Okay. All right. So let's see what else we can do here. On. Let's see here. Where are we with this playoff now? Playoffs. So Florida is in. So Florida is in already. And the Knights are looking to sweep the Stars. That game is today. So it's looking like it could be a Vegas, Florida Stanley Cup. Wow. And we know the Nuggets are in from Denver for the first time ever for NBA. Now, I think the Celtics played yesterday. Oh, no, they played this evening. They played this evening, game 5 in Boston. So Miami's up 3-1. So could very well be a Miami-Denver final. Wow. Some interesting some very interesting teams to say the least here for both the NHL and the NBA. Wonder who had money on whatever teams. You know, somebody bet on Miami at the beginning of the season. I don't know. Let's see what teams you're doing around our area standings. Yankees at 30-21. Boy, this AL East is fairly red hot here with the Rays, the Orioles, the Yankees. Rangers, Athletics just can't get out of their own way. Let's go to the National League. Braves, Mets are still 5.5 back. Brewers, Dodgers, it's kind of the usual teams here. Reds, Cards, Rockies, Padres in the toilet. American League, I mean, Tampa Bay is the hottest team in the league again. And the Orioles definitely making a nice showing. Astros are over the last 10 are 8-2. You know, baseball is such an analytical, statistical game. It's just you have to look at the numbers here. Sometimes you get a red hot team. So that's your baseball playoffs. Playoffs? 8:33 is our time. So let's just go back to the weather here for a moment. Let's bring in the 7-day. We'll show you what's going on here for the upcoming weekend. It should be populated here now. So today, beautiful fall-like temperatures, high near 68. Get out and enjoy. Tomorrow, even better at 73 and sun. Saturday, sun and 75. Beautiful. Sunday, mostly sunny, 76. Definitely get the car washed here or whatever. Just beautiful weather across the board. Now, we're starting to come into maybe some drier conditions now. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a red flag warning potentially maybe going up for Sunday into Monday or so, because we haven't had much. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, but didn't do much. Let's see. Sunday, sunny at 76. Memorial Day, sunny at 83. Tuesday, sunny at 79. And Wednesday, sunny at 81. So just picture perfect weather across the board. You know, I don't really think it gets any better than this stretch. Now, again, Memorial Day is always literally a throw of the dice. Some Memorial Days, it could be 90 and just scorching temperatures, and there's been Memorial Days where it's been rain and 52. But I think we're going to get a good one here at sunny and 83, so there's going to be a lot of people down the shore. But again, just because it's 83 in Central Park does not mean that it's going to be 83 at the Jersey Shore, Point Pleasant, Seaside Heights, you know, in this unofficial start to summer. You know, Fire Island, Long Beach, during the beaches of Connecticut, more down the Jersey Shore and Long Island to be, or out to Montauk. If it's going to be, let's say it's 83 in Central Park, I would say Belmar, Spring Lake, Seaside Heights, Asbury Park, it's probably going to be into the upper 60s. Lucky it cracked 70. So the water temperature is only about 57, 58 degrees. So it's going to be fairly chilly. It's not going to be a summertime beach go. Okay, so there's a little bit of your weather for you at 8:35. Let's see what we can do now. Actually, I meant to download some of the pictures I took of. I don't know if everybody saw it the other night with the moon and Mars together. Really sharp looking photograph. Very cool stuff. Do I have any of those pictures? I don't. I will do the best after the show here. I will try to download some of those pictures for tomorrow. We'll take a look at those. All right, so we'll take a quick break now and talk to our friend Ralph here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. 22 North Avenue West in historic Cranford, New Jersey, as well as the website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website. So with that said, head over there and get some of the best ice cream anywhere to be found in the tri-state area. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful weekend across this entire region for some ice cream. So definitely get out and enjoy. He still has the baklava as well as the what was the other new flavor? Nutella, saying it wrong. But again, he's got a million other different flavors across the board. Now, let me see. Did I download the new pictures? I did take a bunch of new pictures, and I did. There we go. There is some of the Cookie Monster coffee M&M explosion. We've got the S'moreo chocolate cookies and cream. Boy, doesn't that look good? You could just dive right in. The blood orange sorbet, lemon sorbet, fudge brownie sundae, cotton candy, cookie dough, party cake, one of my favorites. Just delicious stuff. Absolutely delicious. Just fantastic. So definitely head over to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Again, 908-272-3000 is the phone number. And tell them you saw it here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. So we thank Ralph very much for sponsoring our little broadcast. Shave Cave, also 1471 Bratton Road in Clark, 908-325-6283, conveniently located off the Garden State Parkway between exits 135, 136. And Anna, curious if you were able to get the gift card for your son who works in the area. I actually will be over there tomorrow, so say hello to Omar. Give him a call. They're always busy. For the best in your manly grooming needs, head over to the Shave Cave. Once again, 1471 Rant Road in Clark, 908-325-6283. And we thank them so much for sponsoring our little show. Let's go to, where are we going? I'm going to go to Maxim Motor Cars here at 973-620-9060. Out in Dover, New Jersey, Morris County, to be specific. Nick and Anthony doing a nice job here. Very, very small used car lots. Most of these vehicles are, some of them have some higher mileage, to be full disclosure here, but they're still in great shape. Definitely give them a call looking for a starter car or a station car, just something to run about town kind of a vehicle. Definitely give them a call, 973-620-9060. And he sold the Beetle there, which is kind of cool. It's a nice little piece of memorabilia there if you're into the Volkswagen scene and the Beetles. A couple of Volvos, the Sentra, and the 2004 Cadillac is still on the lot. Very, very small lot, so please call before you head over there, just in the chance that one of these vehicles has already been sold and he just hadn't updated the website after you see it. Again, it only has maybe maximum 8 vehicles at any time. It's really a driveway with a little parking lot, as you can see it in this shot here in the 2 garages. He does have some vehicles inside the garage as well, but not very many. So probably a maximum of maybe 10 cars max. But give him a call. I'm sure he probably can help you find something if you're looking for a used vehicle. Again, that's Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060. We thank him so much for sponsoring our little broadcast as well. And let's do this here. I'll go a little old school if I can find it. Travels with Darley. Again, darley-newman.com is the website, and darleycnewman.com/shop is the merchandise shop for Travels with Darley. Wonderful travel program on PBS Create, New Jersey PBS, Wonder, Motivation TV's Journey, and Amazon Prime. So check out her show. Check out her Instagram page as well. Just having Travels with Darley. She's on Twitter and as well as Facebook. Instagram, she posts a bunch of reels, just a ton of stuff there. Lots of fun interactive things that she'll ask questions and she'll ask you for comments and so forth about different travel locations. There's Darley in Quebec, and this is her in Santa Fe with the hats, all kinds of fun hats. If you're with us for our conversation. I asked her about the hats, and she says she has a very vast selection of headwear. I don't know I think there's a word for it, and I just can't think exactly what it is right now. But anyway, that's our good friend Dorley Newman here in Turkey. So definitely give her program a watch. Travels with Dorley. Again, as I mentioned, you'll see it on the bottom of the screen, the locations you can find the show. And we thank Dorley for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so let's see what we want to do next. We want to do this. We'll go back here. We'll do that. And let's see, Anna, I know you mentioned a comment here. Let's see, even with those temperatures, traffic along the shore is horrible this time of the year, and this weekend in particular, I rely almost exclusively on side roads. Yes, that's true. No question about it. That parkway will be all tuned up later tomorrow afternoon. Alexander, good morning. No apologies necessary. Thanks for joining us here on this Thursday. Yeah, so that parkway is going to get really, really jacked up, especially right through here. Part of it, through that construction. Let's do this. Let's take a gander at the parkway right now. Of course, the only camera I picked does not work. Oh, it's just mind-numbing with this parkway. They've got these cameras here, and then they just they're all out. So, oopsie. Something's going wrong there. Traffic signal down on 80 eastbound ramp to 61 in Elmwood Park. All lanes are closed. Let's see what that's about. Let's dial that in. Whoa. Hey now. That's west. 61. To River Road. 20 at 46. All right, let's go back to the maps. River Drive. Must be this right here. Must be the light. This light here is all banged up. Must be this aforementioned light is out of service on that ramp from 80. Okay. Go here. So any plans for the I was just about ready to say, and Alexander beat me to the punch here. Let's see. She says, Aaron and I are heading to the Shore House tomorrow. Very nice. Connor says, have fun. And Alexander says, thank you, Connor. So I've already asked, what are the plans for the holiday weekend? And hopefully Monday will involve some sort of service to honor those who've given their life for this country. That's what Memorial Day is about. It's not the shore or picnics or any of that fun stuff. I'm working on a piece here locally. Should be done by today, so it'll be on the YouTube channel. I'll see next week. Maybe I can post, or maybe tomorrow if all's a go today and we're able to publish it. We will go ahead and put that up, and then you can take a look at that. But maybe just take a few minutes to honor those who are no longer with us on Memorial Day. Yeah. So this stretch of the parkway probably later tomorrow is going to get all backed up. Maybe even Saturday morning too. Hate to say it. Sometimes you get into that pattern where if it's really, really hot out, let's say end of July, and it's just like crystal clear, and it's going to be 85 and sun and just broiling and, baking away. Sometimes that traffic will back up all the way the southbound side shore traffic back through about 136, 137 in Cranford. It only happens maybe once or twice a year, but it's just a parking lot all the way down. Sometimes heading down to the shore, sometimes it is a nice ride, even though there are traffic lights here along 35. Go down to Red Bank. It's always a nice ride. Same thing going south here on 35 into 71, Asbury Park. It's a little more scenic. And, if you're going to sit in traffic here, you might as well sit in the traffic lights and enjoy the view, right? Or again, you could come down Route 9 too. There's a bunch of traffic lights there, or bang out here at 18 and head south into the Parkway that way, or Route 9 into 195. Great adventure. I'm sure could be pretty busy this weekend as well. Alexander says we take the Turnpike down to Interchange 11. Yep, that's the way to do it there. Or honestly, if you take this all the way down to 195, again, it's a little bit out of the way, but if this is all backed up, this moves, even if it's another 15 minutes out of the way, but at least you're moving, and then you come across 195. And usually for the most part, short traffic is, once you get south of Toms River, for the most part, this moves fairly well since they reconstructed all of this. Now, again, they are widening the Parkway here south of the AC Expressway now. So this section sometimes will get busy, but it's really these side streets down in Cape May County. Not so much side streets, but it's really Stone Harbor Boulevard, 147 as you get into North Wildwood, 47. This is going to be, what is this? Is this Dune Drive? No. There's Dune Drive there, but this is Ocean Drive. Usually this gets really busy as well. This is beautiful, this section, Avalon, Stone Harbor. This section right here on the border, right in here, is just fantastic. And again, all these are all, it's all connected all the way up to Sea Isle City. Strathmere, if you go up through Ocean City, these little roads here is kind of a fun drive through Margate, Ventnor. It's kind of an interesting, I don't think I've ever done this drive. But going the wrong way. And you're way out here in the middle of the water here. It's kind of a different drive, usually coming up, getting away from the Parkway, that kind of thing. Kind of is interesting that all this stuff is connected with all these bridges, so there's really no breaks in the action, at least to my knowledge. You can start in Cape May and come through Wildwood Crest, go up to Stone Harbor, Avalon, Sea Isle City, Ocean City, through Atlantic City. Really, it stops here. There's no connector between Long Beach Island. I'm surprised they never built a bridge, again, maybe for ecological reasons. This is all beaches and wetlands and all kinds of good stuff there, but surprised they never did build a bridge here from the southern tip of Long Beach Island to Brigantine in some capacity, a tunnel or something. But that's as far as you can go, and then you got to get back on the Parkway and then make your way back over early Route 9 at that point. Even just to drive through this section of the state, I don't think I've ever been down here in Millville, Shiloh, Deerfield, Vineland, Maurice River. I've been to Dennis Township. I've been down in this area once, but that was about it. This is interesting countryside down in here along the Delaware Bay. In the Glassboro down that way. But let's see here. Anna says, thinking of sightseeing in Manhattan, hopefully on Sunday will not be too crowded. Yeah, I think you should be pretty good on Sunday. And from down where you are, you probably can take the train, the North Jersey coastline, and just go right on in. Anna says Route 18 is a great way to head south, not as heavily used as the Parkway when heading to the shore. This is true. And Alexander says, Anna, I would just be careful if you do in the city. It's not as safe as it used to be. Well, I agree with Alexandra on that. We'll agree with you on that. All right, we'll do one more sweep here, and then at the top of the hour, we're going to have to head off. So let's see, 635 eastbound of St. Louis Avenue, Route 35 in Point Pleasant Beach. All lanes are closed. What is 635? Like anybody in their right mind is going to know what 635 is. Is that Arnold Avenue? 49 down South Road in Pennsville. 80, we show you that. 71 is still shut up near 537. It's interesting. Like I said, it's south of the Driscoll Bridge. More people know the numbers of the roads than they do north of the Driscoll Bridge. It's just the way it is. I mean, places in Union County, Essex County, Bergen County, not very many people know what the numbers are. They know the road name, not so much the number. I believe that is Arnold Avenue. Yeah. Okay. I'll run down the New York list now. Let's see. Not much, really. Taconic South, left lane is blocked in East Fishkill. Fairmount State Parkway, eastbound at North Division Street, ramp in Peekskill, right lane is blocked. So it's lightening up a little bit, but we still have our delays here along 287, Piscataway, 280, Parkway thinning out into 140. Still some heavy traffic in Bloomfield. Southbound 208 and Fairlawn Avenue is busy. 17 here at Central Avenue and Rochelle Park. Let's dial in. Let's see, did the cameras come back? No. Let's bring in the Hudson Rivers now. An hour for the George still, 35 at the Lincoln and a half an hour at the Holland. Let's check in with New Jersey Transit, see what we're up against. Morrison Essex 913 up to 15 minutes late. 844 arrival to Trenton 15. 736 departure from Jersey Avenue is canceled. Go to Path now. Hoboken World Trade resuming normal service. That's good. MTA 6 and 7 trains, 6 delays. EMS at Pelham Bay Park, 7 trains running with delays both ways after we investigated trains brakes activated at Queensboro Plaza. And everything is on or close for Long Island Railroad and Metro North. So again, it's just kind of normal delays here. BQE, LIE, Grand Central, Cross Bronx. Out to Long Island, again, just kind of the normal fare here for the most part. Connecticut, same drill here from 22 all the way down through 6, and then Merritt Parkway's heavy 44 down to 42, and then from 41 all the way to 35. 8 and 25 south into 95 is crowded. Cross County both ways here at the Hutch, east on 287, and going east of about exit 5 or so. Just some light volume through northern Westchester, Putnam, Dutchess, Orange counties. Nothing really to write home about. Let's see here. Anna says, thanks, Alexander. I'll be traveling with my daughter, so definitely appreciate the advice. Yeah, just be careful. Just be aware of your surroundings, maybe a little more than what you used to do, especially if you're sightseeing and you're looking up and whatnot. It's just a different environment. But certainly enjoy. If you're going to drive, I would say, even though it's a Sunday, I'd still say be prepared to wait at the bridges and tunnels too. I mean, give yourself another half an hour because it's probably still going to be busy. Early Monday morning, maybe you pretty much got a nice shot at getting in. But remember, it's Fleet Week as well, so you're going to see a lot of extra, visitors and so forth. So, well, the hope is, as far as our weather is concerned, let's see, did they give us the latest numbers again? Well, we'll do the 7-day again. It's just golden suns here for the next 7 days. I mean, there's nothing really to talk about. 68 today, 73 tomorrow, 75 Saturday, 76 on Sunday, 83 on Monday, 81 on 79 on Tuesday, and 81 on Wednesday with suns across the board. So break out some of the sunscreen, get out, low humidity. This is about the best it's going to get for the entire year. Because then once we get into obviously the summertime, you're going to get that humidity creeping back in with the thunderstorms at night and so forth. So just get out and enjoy this beautiful weather. Alexandra says, didn't mean to scare you off, Anna, but experienced an incident on my way to work a few weeks ago and have taken extra precautions, but I hope you have a great time. Yeah. Just be aware of your surroundings, I think, is the best idea. Same thing if you are taking the train, just be aware, again, awareness, I think, is the biggest thing. All right, so we'll do one final sweep of the area with some temps. 58 at Newark. Some of the reporting stations coming in. LaGuardia at 55. Somerville at now at 57. Let's dial in South Jersey. Let's see what we got. PIA at 57, 58. Reading at 55. It's really here towards Delaware and Maryland. It's starting to heat up a little bit. There's still Georgetown, Delaware Coastal is 62. 62 at Salisbury. Ocean City, Mount Holly at 55. Hudson Valley, we'll see what we've come up. Monticello, still 46. We're still waiting for that to report in. That's probably up a couple degrees, closer to 50 now. And Montauk, low 50s. Cabresky at 56. And we'll check in with AC. Atlantic City at fair skies and 57. Definitely need the sunscreen. It's a little breezy out there, to be honest with you. A little breezy. So hold on to your hats and your toupees and wigs and all that kind of fun stuff. Let's just see what the wind is here. Yeah, it's definitely windy. I mean, look at Newark, 21 gusting to 25. Kennedy at 21 gusting to 26. So that's why it's so chilly out, because we have this northerly wind here. Pressure is good at 30 and staying steady at 30.15, 12. That's why our temps are into the low to mid 50s or so with that northerly wind. So it's actually just kind of sanitizing the air from all the kind of haziness we've had over the last couple of days with those wildfires in Western Canada. So hopefully that will be populating out over the ocean, pushing those clouds out of the way here. So get some clear skies. Anna says, thinking of taking the train. You could, yes. Like I said, the coastline is a good option for you. Let's just do this, Anna. We'll get wrap up. Let me close out of the weather site, close out of the MTA, the city, bump, do this. Let's see here now. So just food for thought. I mean, you like I said, you could take the coastline out of probably Long Branch if you made your way up there, or another option would be to, especially on Sunday, on the weekends, parking is free. Probably wouldn't take you more than 15-20 minutes to drive, is to go to Rahway. And the only reason I say that is because both the coastline and the corridor stop at Rahway. This way, on the back end of things, when you're leaving the city, you've got two schedules that you can, two train opportunities to get to Rahway instead of just the one if you went to Hazlitt or you went to Long Branch. This way, you're not tied in or whatever. If you have to get home at a certain time, that kind of a thing, at least you have two chances to do the train into Rahway, both coastline and corridor. So they both, most of the trains on New Jersey Transit on the weekend run once an hour. So at least you've got another option. If you miss the first train or whatever, you don't have to sit there for a whole hour. It'd be less than that to, whatever the time frame is that you're looking to leave. We can just check this out. So we will go to 28th. Away. No. Yeah. To New York. Okay, so we check the schedules. Come on. There we go. So see, you've got, let's say midday, you got the corridor at 9:50. Then 10 minutes later, you got the coastline. Coastline at 10:41, 10:50, 11 o'clock. So you got a whole bunch of options there. It just leaves it open. And then on the back side of things, let's say in the afternoon, early evening. So, no. So early evening. So that's what I'm saying is the 601 is the coastline here at 601, 607. They may have added some extra trains here on Sunday because the schedule seems a little off. They may have added extra trains potentially for maybe for Fleet Week or something. I'm not sure, but schedules seem to be a little different. But again, so you've got, let's say the 601, the 607, the corridor at 614, the coastline at 707, 714, 751, 807. It just gives you I don't feel like the schedule is just wrong. I feel like that's like a weekday schedule. Do I have the wrong date? No, I don't. Let's see what it is for Monday. Oh, it's still about the same too. Look at that. All right. So yeah. So Anna, just be careful. We'll talk to you tomorrow. No worries. Appreciate the advice. Yeah. So definitely check those schedules. That would be my recommendation, would be to go to Rahway if you wanted to take the train. Again, like I said, you have some extra options there, especially for the return trip. Just makes it a little bit easier. You have two train lines going to run through the same station. All right, friends. So get out and enjoy on this Thursday. Can you believe it's already Thursday already? Have a terrific Thursday. Drive safely. Thank all of our sponsors here today. Travels with Darley, Shaved Cave, Maxim Motor Cars, as well as Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Thank all of them. Thank all of you, Anna. Alexandra, Connor, and Mark, thanks a lot for joining us here this morning. So again, have a terrific Thursday. Drive safely, get out and enjoy this great weather, and we'll be back with you tomorrow at 7:30. We'll see you tomorrow.